Hello, this is Dr. Strupke, and once again, this is another video in our series of Back to School. This video is going to focus specifically on the ruling from the Pennsylvania Department of Health regarding the face covering order. We've had a lot of questions from parents about this face covering. On August 17th, Monday, August 17th, a new mandate. It is not a guideline. It is a mandate order from the Secretary of Health of the Department of Health here in Pennsylvania with regards to universal face coverings. So in this video, I'm going to read a lot to you because this is a mandate. This is not something that the school district can say, oh, we're going to do, we're not going to do. We must follow this. It is an order. So this order, it is a change. There are slight changes to this order. This order was first proclaimed to schools in Pennsylvania on July 2nd by the governor and the Secretary of Health. There has been a lot of questions about this, and so we got a new set of mandates that clarified some things, as I said, this past Monday. So here's what they are. All students must wear a face covering. It could be a cloth mask, it could be a face shield. That covering must cover your nose and your mouth while you are inside the building and when you are outside of the building when physical distancing is not feasible. So I want a couple things here. Number one, I'm now using the term physical distancing. They changed the words on us. It used to be called social distancing. The new mandate now says physical distancing. So if you hear me interchange these anytime soon, I want you to know what I mean is it's really physical distancing. It's no longer called social distancing. All children 2 years of age and older are required to wear a face covering unless they have a medical or mental health condition or disability that is documented in accordance with Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act, or IDEA, that would preclude the student from wearing a face covering in school. It must be documented. So that means it has to come from a medical doctor, somebody in the medical field, also somebody that's in the mental health field and stuff. It must come from them. That will drive and be placed into a student, that will create, a 504 plan for the student, or would be put into a student's IEP. Okay? So that must be documented for us to do that. Accommodations for these students will be made in partnership with the student's health care provider, your own personal health care provider, our school nurse, and the IEP team, or the 504 team here, 504 team, which consists of the building principal, school counselor, whatever. So once again, the only exception now, okay, that you would have, it would be if it is documented. It must be documented. No documentation, you must wear the face covering at all times. It must cover the nose and the mouth. Students and families, I ask as we're preparing to come to school and stuff. I can't say enough about the face coverings and what is being stressed to us by the CDC and the health department about keeping the face coverings, about great proper hygiene, and so on and so forth. I can't stress it enough. Now, there are going to be periods of time where students will be allowed to remove the face covering. This is by order of the Secretary of Health of Pennsylvania. Quote, eating or drinking when spaced at least 6 feet apart, you can have your face mask off. Eating or drinking when spaced at least 6 feet apart. Number 2, when wearing a face covering creates an unsafe condition in which to operate equipment or execute a task. That could be further defined as you take various courses. But equipment, face covering, you have a face covering and you're doing something in a high school technology shop. If you're doing something in physical education and something that may hinder that, and that will be at the discretion of both the teacher, the administrator, and so on and so forth with those. And finally, at least 6 feet apart during face covering breaks. There are going to be face covering breaks during the day. Information will be coming out with regards to that. But those face covering breaks are allowed to last no longer than 10 minutes. This is in the guidelines. This is, once again, by order of the Pennsylvania Department of Health. Okay? For Keystone Oaks students, once again, as I said earlier in a video with regards to face masks, students will have to wear the face mask while on the bus. You will have to wear the face mask while walking through the halls, coming into school, and so on and so forth. We had already set that. This is in compliance. Exactly what we had put into place is in compliance with exactly what the order is from the Pennsylvania Department of Health. And the only exceptions are going to be for a 504, a documented situation, medical or mental health situation, where a student cannot wear a mask, or in the cases where they are eating and drinking, spaced 6 feet apart, when wearing the mask may create an unsafe condition in which to operate equipment or execute a task, or at least 6 feet apart during face covering breaks that can last no longer than 10 minutes. This is a big change. A lot of parents had concerns about this. We discussed it at a board meeting last evening, Tuesday, August the 18th. It was discussed. It is a mandate. It's not a district decision. It is a mandate from the state. So once again, thank you. I hope this clarifies things. And if there are any updates with the face coverings, you'll be sure that I will be doing another video. Have a great day.